Call of Duty points are now in Infinite Warfare. If you want the best way to get free Call of Duty points, click the link down in the description, install the app, and start getting yourself some free Call of Duty points today. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about another best class setup for this gun, the Mauler. This is an LMG, but this thing is an absolute god gun. You guys know how much I love the raw LMG, and this Mauler one is just a tiny step down from the raw. Some people might even think it's better. Personally, I think it's a little bit of a step down, but this gun is still an absolute god gun, and especially with the class up that I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you guys a class up that contains one perk, which is so damn underrated in this game, and the reason why that perk is underrated is because it's surrounded by so many other good perks. We'll talk about that later in the video. First off, I want to say in today's video, if we could smash up 2,000 likes, that would be awesome. I want to upload some more videos later tonight, so as soon as this video hits 1,000 likes, I'll probably throw up my second video of the night. So if you guys want to see that, I'd really appreciate if you guys could smash a like up on this thing, and we could, you know, smash up 1,000 likes really quick and 2,000 overall. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're growing pretty fast, and I appreciate all the new subscribers to my YouTube channel. I'm working really hard when Infinite Warfare comes out, or, you know, as it's been coming out. Obviously, it's been out for like 2 weeks. I've been pumping out 2 to 3 uploads a day, and it's great to see, you know, my hard work paying off and people, you know, supporting me. I got some really nice comments the other day talking about, you know, people that enjoy my content and, you know, notice that I was working hard. And nothing means, as a YouTuber, nothing means more than a really good comment. But you guys probably don't care about that. You care about this class stuff and this gun. Look at me freaking melting these people. This thing is absolutely insane. Now, the Mauler LMG, this thing actually does have a nuke variant on it, which makes it another reason why I want to get a class about for this thing. As we know right now, the nuke or the deatomizer strike is a pretty sought after thing in Infinite Warfare. However, it's only on certain guns, and that's why those guns get a little bit of an extra preference. You know, the NV4, the FHR-40, the Wreck, as well as the Mauler. Those guns get pretty much a little bit of a preference because they have that nuke variant and the ability to get the nuke, which has always been a staple among pub stompers. Personally, my channel sort of got its first big boost or big break in Modern Warfare 3 when they had the Moab, and basically what I would do back in the day is I didn't really do that much class setup stuff. Basically, I would just get daily Moabs and, you know, throw up the gameplay, give some tips on how to get Moabs, and people absolutely love that stuff back in the day. And that's why I like about this game is that deatomizer strike definitely brings back that feeling of getting Moabs back in the day and stuff like that. Now, let's talk about this class setup, and then we'll talk about the gun. So throw the class setup up on the screen right now, and basically this is what it has. As far as the attachments, they're very simple. They're the normal attachments, the god attachments, the same ones I run on the raw LMG. They're going to be stock, quick draw, and silencer. That's basically it. You know, guns in this game, they don't have recoil. Most guns don't have recoil. You don't need grip. Stock, silencer, quick draw, obviously to speed up your LMG. And I'll say this again if you guys don't know. Whenever you're playing with an LMG, you have to run the Merc combat rig with man-at-arms as the payload, and I prefer reactive armor as the payload and man-at-arms as the trait. And the reason why you need man-at-arms is because it lets you move with an LMG at the speed of an SMG, and that's what makes these classes up so good with LMGs in this game. And that's why you can see I'm running around, I'm killing people close range, I'm rushing with a damn LMG. This is the first COD you can do that in. I think it's an absolutely great innovation. I think it's really fun, and I definitely love that they added that man-at-arms thing. And man-at-arms also gives you a bunch of ammo. As you can see, when I spawn in, I have like 300 or 400 ammo ready to go right off the spawn, which is absolutely crazy. Now, as far as the perks, I was talking about that one underrated perk which I use on this class, which I never really use. And that perk is going to be in my first perk slot. I run Ghost and I run Recon. Now, Ghost is pretty self-explanatory to keep you off the radar, but Recon is actually used now. Recon is a really good perk in this game, but it gets overshadowed because of how many damn good perks there are in the first perk slot. There's a lot of good perks in this game, I'm not going to lie. The third perk slot is definitely the weakest. The first one is definitely the strongest. I mean, we have Ghost, very important. We have Dexterity, very important. We have Blast Shield. We have Recon, we have Overclock. The first perk slot is literally just filled with stuff that is so damn important. You really don't get a chance to run that Recon perk that often. However, on an LMG, you don't really need Blast Shield because you shouldn't be way up in their face. I mean, you can be because of how good this gun is for rushing, but, you know, Blast Shield, it isn't that big of a deal, I don't think. You know, especially in TDM, which is what I was playing here. I'm not going to run into as many explosives. If you're playing hardpoint and you're rushing the hardpoint or you're rushing the domination flags, there's going to be people trying to nade you, and the nades blow up like 4 times in this game, so then you would definitely need Blast Shield. But for TDM, Recon is so good. Now, Recon has basically a dual purpose. I'll talk about it here quickly and why this perk is so underrated. It has so many different purposes. I don't even know how to explain them, but basically, let's go through what it does. First of all, what it does is it makes your mini-map show a larger area. Now, this is very important. As you guys see, the mini-map looks the same right now. It's the same size mini-map as if I didn't have this perk on, but what it means is it shows a larger area. If you look right now, I can see the damn whole mini-map on that thing. It's like they took it, like, you know when you're using your iPhone and you pinch your fingers together to zoom in on a picture, or drag them away. That's basically what they did to this map when you throw on Recon, and it basically zooms out on the map and it lets me see more of it, which is super duper helpful, because the other thing it does is it lets you steal the enemy's UAVs. When the enemy uses a UAV, it lets you, the first swipe of the UAV from the enemy, you get to see that on your screen, as well as the last swipe. And then I'm running UAV myself as well, so being able to see that big area of the minimap is definitely super helpful, and I think this perk is 100% underrated, and whenever you get a chance to use it on a class, definitely throw it on, and you won't be disappointed. Now, as far as my second perk, Hardline, pretty self-explanatory why I want Hardline. I want to get up to my streaks faster, man. And, of course, the dumb thing about Hardline is it doesn't work after you get 8 kills in a row. Which, I mean, come on. That really pissed me off, because we know 100% why that was put in the game. It's just a nerf to good players. It's a nerf to pub stompers. Hardline doesn't work after you're on an 8-kill streak or higher. That's just straight up saying we're nerfing pub stompers, because the average players average players will get on an 8-kill streak every once in a while, but bad players or new players won't be getting on 8-kill streaks. That's 100% something that will affect good players of the game. That's 100% a nerf to good players of the game, and that's really upsetting, and I really don't like that. But the Hardline is super overpowered, so maybe they do need to add something like that to counter it out. It just sort of sucks that that's in the game. Also, the third perk is going to be Marksman. I just find that Marksman is the best one. I've been running it even on SMGs lately. Hardwired is very good as well. Hardwired and Marksman are definitely my favorite. I'm leaning away from Pinpoint. Pinpoint I thought it was good, but to be honest, all it does is highlight the people, and it doesn't even highlight them that much. Like, it's a little orange thing around them. It's not like it puts them up bright orange and you can lock your aim on target. It's not as big of a deal as they make it seem. I don't think Pinpoint is as good as I thought. I think it's kind of overhyped in my opinion, and I think that Marksman and Hardwired and even Dead Silence, Dead Silence is really good for TDM because it lets you hear your enemies. If you have a headset, that's definitely a usable perk as well. But I think that the third perk slot is definitely Marksman is going to be my #1 buddy in the third perk slot for sure. Now, as far as the smaller LMG, why is it a god gun? It's a god gun because of straight up how powerful it is, how good it is with this class setup, and how good it is with the Man at Arms payload trait. It just makes it an overall great class setup. I haven't really used the Titan LMG much, but that's going to be my next thing, because the raw LMG, probably the best gun in the game. This Mauler gun is definitely a god gun. This thing is absolutely dominant, and I've heard rumors that some people were even saying the Titan is even better, so I'm going to be testing out that Titan gun probably tonight, actually. I have to get on there. I actually have all the variants of for the LMGs, I literally have every single variant except 2. I don't have the Epic Raw, and I don't have the Epic Mauler. I think the Epic version of this Mauler actually doubles the damage too. I think that's right. It has a slower fire rate, but it doubles the damage and also lets you move faster. And I picked that up once in the game. It's absolutely dominant. It kills people in 2 shots, which is absolutely crazy. And I definitely need to work on getting my salvage up to unlock that variant, because I definitely want to make a video with that thing. That thing sort of, it basically turns the Mauler into a Gorgon from Black Ops 3. That gun was so overpowered at the start of the game. It's basically something that can 2-tap your enemies, but it has a very slow fire rate, and that's what the Epic. I love the the fact that these Epic variants. I don't like the fact that supply drops and all that sort of stuff, but I do like that how they add a different sort of aspect to the game, and more customizability is always very good for Call of Duty. And that's basically it. Now, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, guys. I'll leave you guys with the end of this gameplay. I get like a 50 kill TDM, so it's pretty nice if you guys want to watch the end of the gameplay. If not, it's totally cool. But hopefully you guys will enjoy this video, and drop a like on this thing. I'd really appreciate that if we could hit 2,000 likes. Like I said, I want to get 1,000 likes to have my other video out. And of course, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Subscribe for Cookie and Not Licky. And I'm out. Peace.